40 points, 15 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 0 turnovers in just 30 minutes. Victor Wembanyama just sent a message to the entire NBA.
Playing against your dad in the driveway when you're 8 years old. What do you do? Wemby, 3, you bet! Plus the foul!
The Dallas Mavericks just became the first casualties of a new basketball era. What was supposed to be a welcome to the NBA moment for top pick Cooper Flagg quickly turned into something far more explosive, a statement from Victor Wembanyama that shook the entire league. This wasn't just another regular season game. It was a declaration of dominance. A 7 feet 5 inches phenom reminding everyone that the future isn't coming. It's already here. From the opening tip, Wembanyama owned the floor. Anthony Davis, one of the most skilled big men of this generation, could only watch as Victor turned the game into a personal highlight reel. It was like a varsity player schooling a kid in the driveway, spinning, gliding, and blocking shots with ease. The Mavericks defenders had no answers. They jumped, reached, and scrambled helplessly, while the Spurs bench erupted in disbelief, laughing and shaking their heads as if they were witnessing a video game character come to life. And, in a way, they were. Wembanyama looked unreal, smooth, explosive, and completely in control. After the game, he simply grinned and said, "It was nice, wasn't it?" He didn't need to say more. The world already knew, making his first regular season appearance since a blood clot scare cut his 2024 season short. The 21-year-old superstar delivered one of the most jaw-dropping performances in recent memory. In San Antonio's 125-92 blowout win over Dallas, Wembanyama erupted for 40 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks in just 30 minutes, shooting an incredible 15 for 21 from the field and 9 for 11 from the line. This was the Wemby everyone dreamed of, a 7'5" basketball maestro playing with balance, maturity, and poise beyond his years. The health scare that once threatened his career seemed to have only made him stronger. After the game, Victor reflected on how the ordeal changed his mindset. "I'm much more in control of myself. I've seen what it's like to face losing everything. Your health, your career. I'm not taking this for granted anymore. I'm having fun again. My body feels better, and I know I can still get better." Cleared by doctors and fully healthy, Wembanyama now looks freer, lighter, and more dangerous than ever. And on Wednesday night, the rest of the NBA realized something terrifying. The league's future has officially arrived, and his name is Victor Wembanyama.
Gets it into Wembanyama, guarded by Washington. Wembanyama, the save! The reverse! And the foul!
He wanted to make a statement, and he did, loudly. Point proven. What made Victor Wembanyama's performance so unbelievable wasn't just the numbers. It was how effortlessly he did it after such a long layoff. He didn't need to be this sharp, this explosive, or this dominant so soon. He didn't need to turn every lob into a dunk or erase every Dallas attempt near the rim. He didn't need to drain off balance, step-back jumpers that no 7'5" human being should even be attempting. After months off, simply being good would have been impressive. But Wembanyama wasn't just good, he was damn near flawless. And when asked about it afterward, he gave the perfect analogy for what San Antonio's been building toward. "Every day, we try to lay a brick to build a huge mansion," Wembanyama said. "Tonight, it felt like the job was done for the day. This is what we've worked and struggled for so long, and it just felt like I was in my place." That quote summed up everything: the patience, the grind, and the sense that all the struggle had finally turned into something special. With Wemby's new muscle and laser focus, the Mavericks simply didn't stand a chance. Dallas came in with one of the tallest lineups in the league, featuring multiple defenders who had at least managed to make him work before. But not this time. Anthony Davis, a 10-time All-Star, elite rim protector, and future Hall of Famer, couldn't do anything against the 21-year-old Frenchman's relentless arsenal. Neither could 7 feet 1 inch Derek Lively or anyone else Dallas threw at him. They tried doubling, they tried bodying him up, and none of it mattered. Sure, it's just one game. But if this is what Wembanyama's controlled aggression looks like now, then the rest of the NBA might not be ready for what's next. By the end of the night, Wemby had rewritten the Spurs record books. He scored the most points ever in a season opener for San Antonio, passing George Gervin's 39-point mark from 1977. He also joined Tim Duncan as the only Spurs players ever to record at least 30 points and 10 rebounds in a season opener. And here's the wildest stat of them all. He became just the fourth player since 1977 to post 40 points and 15 rebounds without committing a single turnover. All that in just 30 minutes. But the numbers only tell part of the story. The way he built that stat line is what left everyone speechless. It wasn't just brute force or easy dunks, though there were plenty of those. Wembanyama showed a new polish to his perimeter game. He attacked the paint with purpose, stepped outside with confidence, and operated with a calm, methodical rhythm that screamed superstar maturity. The play that summed up his dominance came midway through the third quarter. Wemby swatted Derek Lively's shot on one end, sprinted the floor, and casually hit a step-back three over the same defender, and drew a foul. A 4-point play that broke the game open. From that moment, the Mavericks never recovered. For 30 minutes, Victor Wembanyama was unreal, untouchable, unstoppable, and completely in control. Against Anthony Davis, one of the most respected defenders of this generation, he looked like the future made flesh. Every movement had purpose. No wasted steps. No unnecessary dribbles. Just dominance, pure and simple. He wanted to prove a point, and now the entire NBA has heard it loud and clear.
Wembanyama, working Davis, spinning, taking, hitting, push the foul!
Every move Victor Wembanyama made had intent and precision, except, maybe, when he decided to put on a little show. Like that moment in the second half when he crossed over smoothly, created just enough space, and splashed a high-arcing three right in his defender's face. The crowd erupted. It wasn't just dominance, it was artistry. And that was only the beginning. Wemby's highlight reel from this one could fill an entire episode of Inside the NBA. A reverse cradle dunk, a step-back three, that ridiculous 4-point play, all in rhythm, all with ease. Then came the isolation on Anthony Davis. Between the legs, a controlled step-back mid-range jumper, and the and one to cap it off, forcing Davis into his fourth foul midway through the second quarter. Later, in transition, Wembanyama exploded down the floor for a pair of dunks, needing maybe 5 strides to cover the entire court. This version of Wembanyama wasn't just physically dominant. He was different. Stronger, smarter, calmer. The physical aggression was there, but the real evolution was in his patience. He didn't rush anything. He read the defense, took what it gave him, and opened up the floor for everyone else. This win wasn't just another opening night victory. It was a statement. A declaration that the Spurs offense, built entirely around Wembanyama, works. Even without starting point guard De'Aaron Fox, who's recovering from injury, San Antonio looked smooth, connected, and confident. It confirmed what everyone's been whispering since last season. This team will orbit around Victor, and that's a winning formula. After the game, Stefan Castle summed it up perfectly. This game showed how the Spurs have come together over the preseason, how deep they are, how every piece fits. Then, with a grin, he added, and we got Victor Wembanyama on the team too. But even amid the hype, Wemby stayed grounded. We needed to make a statement in our locker room, he said. I feel like it's time to take the next step. We're all tired of losing, and that's the truth. It was a humble response from someone who might soon be the best player in the league. And for whoever's tasked with guarding him, good luck. If you don't send 2 at him, you're in trouble. And even if you do, you still might be. With 5:28 left in the fourth, Wemby spun out of a double team on the right baseline and calmly swished a fadeaway jumper. That bucket gave him 40 points and put the Spurs up by 30. During a late timeout, Coach Mitch Johnson told his team to embrace the mundane, meaning focus on the fundamentals that win games. But with Victor Wembanyama, mundane doesn't exist. Just ask his teammates. As the locker room opened to the media, Spurs forward Keldon Johnson walked in laughing and asked, honest question, have you ever seen something like that in your life? Nobody had an answer. If this was just a preview, then the Spurs and the entire NBA are incredibly lucky. It's becoming harder by the game to imagine a defensive scheme that can actually slow Wembanyama down, especially now that he's surrounded by teammates who understand how to play off him. If this had been any other season opener, in any other city, The headline would have belonged to reigning Rookie of the Year Stephon Castle. The sophomore guard made a statement of his own, running the floor, defending at an elite level, and finishing with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Meanwhile, the 2025 second overall pick, Dylan Harper, came off the bench midway through the first quarter and immediately ignited the Spurs' run. He added 15 points and played with the poise of a veteran. Castle, filling in for Fox, looked every bit like a rising star in his first start at point guard. He shot the ball efficiently, controlled the pace, and was just one block shy of a complete stat line. Together, Castle and Wembanyama either scored or assisted on 42 of San Antonio's 61st half points, giving the Spurs a 9-point lead heading into halftime. "If this isn't a glimpse of our future, I don't know what is," Castle said afterward. "It's just a lot of reps, a lot of watching film together. That stuff gets overlooked, but it makes a difference. Knowing where Victor likes the ball when he's doubled, where the help comes from. Man, we've been working on that all summer, and it's starting to show." In the third quarter, Wembanyama delivered perhaps his most dominant stretch of the night. A 10-point burst that included 3 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. He swatted Derek Lively's shot at the rim, triggering a fast break that Castle finished on the other end. It was a perfect snapshot of their growing chemistry, the kind of superstar, floor, general connection that can define an era. Limited in the preseason? Didn't matter. Castle looked in mid-season form. Harper brought energy and confidence. And with Fox soon to return, the highest-paid player in franchise history, the Spurs' ceiling suddenly looks sky-high. If this is what San Antonio looks like in October, opponents might be in serious trouble by spring. This team has depth, balance, and purpose. And at the center of it all, a 7 feet